otherwise known as the crocodile hunter, has been killed by a stingray while he was diving. The 44-year-old was filming an underwater documentary off the northeast coast of Australia when the accident happened. Today, Australia's Prime Minister, John Howard, said he feels his country has lost a wonderful and colourful son. June Kelly reports.
He was loud and unconventional, and this was him 2 years ago at his most controversial. Steve Irwin cradling his 1-month-old son while feeding a crocodile. It was an image which drew worldwide criticism.
In front of that crocodile, I was in complete control. Some people ask, what if you fell over? Yeah, well, I could fall over right now. But what would have to happen for that event to take place would be a meteorite would come out of the sky, hit Australia, we would have an earthquake, 6.6 on the Richter scale, just like Iran, and then I would fall over. Well, guess what? I had a safe working distance with that crocodile when that took place.
Steve Irwin was in Queensland filming underwater when he died. The man who survived close encounters with crocs and pythons was killed by a fish known as the pussycat of the sea. But stingrays are lethal when threatened. A stingray barb pierced Irwin's heart.
Today the world has lost a great wildlife icon, a passionate conservationist, and one of the proudest dads on the planet. He died what he loved doing best. He left this world in a happy and peaceful state of mind. He would have said, Crocs rule.
Crocs rule was the catchphrase of the character whose death has stunned Australians.
He was a one-off character, and he wasn't just a character for Australians, he was a character for lots of people around the world.
And at Steve Irwin's zoo, among those paying tribute, were some Britons.
Such a fantastic zoo, and his life is so amazing. I can't believe that it ended so tragically.
We even asked someone in the one of the staff, we said, oh, does Steve come here a lot? And he said, oh yeah, I see him most of the time.
It's been a great day all day, we're really enjoying what's here. I just hope it carries on.
Irwin's wife Terry is now left to bring up their daughter and son alone. The couple had always been a team. They spent their honeymoon trapping crocodiles. Steve Irwin was passionate about wildlife, and his flamboyant style won him fans around the world. June Kelly, BBC News.
Well, we can talk now to the conservationist David Bellamy. David, thank you very much for joining us. His death really has shaken an awful lot of people, hasn't it? And you yourself.
Oh yes, I had I won't say a good cry, but a bad cry this morning when I heard about it. He was a great presenter and a great natural historian. He knew what he was doing, he took risks, but as he knew his animals probably better than anybody else in the world, he was a lucky guy, and he put real natural history over to the whole world. He is a great, great loss to conservation.
He took extraordinary risks there, didn't he?
Well, he did. I mean, you know, but like most good natural historians, he, you know, knew his animals probably better than they knew him. I'm sure all the crocodiles around the world are having a real good cry today themselves, because he was their, you know, person who showed that crocodiles should be there, and they can. He lived alongside people, as long as those people know what they're doing. No, it's an immense shock to me and to the world of natural history, because he didn't need script writers. He was there with animals, he knew what he was doing, and he wowed the world with that knowledge. No, it's an enormous shock to me. And
he really did have a great magic, though, didn't he? A real connection with the audience.
Yeah, well, even on television, I mean, it's very, very difficult to get people on, you know, to sit right on the chairs and say, what's going to happen next? And then, wow, he was on top of the crocodile. But it wasn't just crocodiles, it was everything, you know. And he would walk up to, especially marsupials, and he knew so much about them. He said, they are taking a stance against me, you know, so I'll move this way. Yeah, and he was learning natural history all the time. Well, I'm sure we're going to see repeats of his programs again and again, but not to have him out there in the bush. He was Australia. He said everything about Australia in the right way, and, well, I'm going to cry again.
Oh, David, thank you very much.
Thank you.
The time is just after 1:15, our top story this lunchtime.